So back in the day, I had only a vague idea of what I'm doing. But after doing the modules, I've understood how to filter out what is good, what is not with the fundamentals.
So let's
Yes,
just start off with a quick introduction of yourself. You can tell us about your name, your occupation, and where you're from.
sure. Hi, Pratyush. Thanks for having me here. So I'm Karan. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Bangalore. So I'm basically well versed with the stock markets. I'm into stocks. I do swing trading, and we run a family business as well of garments. My dad used to do banking as well back in the day. So yeah, a mix and match of a couple of things. I came across this 1% club back in the day when Shashank used to conduct stock market sessions during the lockdown days. I've been following Shashank from back in the day, and then looking across Finance with Sharan's reels on YouTube and Instagram, it seemed pretty catchy to me. And then when I saw both of them are on the same platform, it seemed pretty right to just jump on and learn from both of them together. So that was my start.
So can you quickly tell me how did 1% Club help you with your finances after joining the 1% Club, and what's the difference before and after joining the 1% Club?
For sure. So back in the day, I had only a vague idea of what I'm doing. I'd, for example, pick only the long-term stocks that I knew or the products that I used in a day-to-day perspective, say HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, and stuff like that. I'd only look at that. But after doing the modules, I've understood how to filter out what is good, what is not with the fundamentals. And then when you move forward, it's a very broad thing. So when I looked at a mutual fund, I only would look at stars looking at such big names. I didn't know the differentiation of what was what. And then after reading it, I'm like, it was so simple. After the explanation of the whole retire early workshop, it was so simple. It's broken down so easily. And now whenever I open a mutual fund platform, I can differentiate what is what. It's pretty easy to understand that way. That was only the mutual fund perspective. After that, the biggest issue I faced was whenever I looked at debt products, that is debt mutual funds, they have very big like fancy names. So things like, for example, things that say that your interest gets added on, that does not broken down pretty simply. So as a layman, I used to think, what is this? What is that? I couldn't differentiate. But after doing the entire module, it's pretty simple. I can differentiate what I need, what I don't. And after looking at all the parameters that were mentioned in the modules, I pretty much know what I need and what is extra. I can just eliminate all the extra stuff easily now. So that's the biggest win according to me. It saves a lot of time now.
Was it worth the investment that you made?
So one thing I actually want to mention upfront is this specific thing is actually something that impressed me a lot. So that day, the day I was doing the module, the stock market had fallen about 2%, I think. And that evening, the mentor came up and said what to do with your investments at this point in time. So on that day, that follow-up session for the exact current market scenario, I've not seen anywhere. That was one thing. The second thing, after the new budget came 2025, there was a follow-up session for the budget as well. So what I understand from this is because everything that affects me real time is being covered in this, I don't have to go to any other YouTube channel or any other platform to search for other information because everything is coming to me straight from here. And it's something that I've signed up for. And I know for a fact if I have any question, I can just hit up my mentor. If any video comes in, I watch it and I have any other questions, I can put it on the forum. So that's something I like a lot. I don't have to go to any other platform, news portal, or anything to learn anything because everything is just coming up here. I also like the articles that I mentioned on the website. I went through them yesterday. That's also an added advantage. And if you look up something else, I actually enjoyed using the calculators on your website, like the FD return calculator, mutual fund calculator. They're pretty simple and straightforward. Everything is well put across over there. And a very big added advantage to all of this was the insurance module. Because I was a layman, I didn't know anything about the insurance stuff. When I went through it, it made me realize that there are so many products that are being missold to the mass public, and people are just going on paying their premiums without knowing what to expect from their policy. I also had come across a point where someone offered me a policy for 32,500 over a period of 40 years. It was like a term plan. And then I realized I don't need that kind of a term cover itself. So when I went through the module properly, I had the knowledge and the conviction to tell that person, you're selling me something that I don't actually need. Otherwise, back in the day, I would just think, yeah, this person makes sense. I think I should get this policy and I'd have bought it. So that's again an added advantage here. Overall, I'd rate this about 4.9 out of 5. It's been beautiful.
My final question to you would be: would you recommend the course, the 1% course, to your friends and family?
Yes, I would. For all the people who think that it's something that's pretty expensive, I'll just tell them that once you learn the knowledge, the application of that knowledge can convert to a lot more money being saved in other places, like say credit card points, not paying unnecessary charges to your mutual fund distributors, not paying extra premiums to your insurance agents and stuff. So all put together over a long period of time, I'm pretty sure you'll gain at least 10 times the value of what you've paid for. So it's definitely something that I would suggest to everyone who's on their financial journey.
Perfect. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.